This month really peaked early for me because I saw 2 acts, both Japanese, both women, and both are fucking incredible. Starting off with Haru Nemuri. She played at the Metro here in Chicago. 3rd time I've been to the venue. It's a great place. Haru Nemuri's music is a very kind of hard to describe. It's a good mix of rock, electronica, and as she aptly describes herself, poetry rap, which really does make sense when you listen to her. It's not like she has bars, but they're definitely like stanzas. And all while she delivers them in this very frenzy, hysterical, pithy, that it's as if her mortal form cannot contain her emotions and they just erupt from the very depths of her soul. Anyway, I got to the venue excruciatingly early, unforgivably early. It was a nightmare. Well, not really. I got to shoot the shit with the security guard there, and he was a nice guy. Eventually, the second person in line, a young woman named Alyssa, I want to say her name was Alyssa, showed up, and she was there to photograph the opening act, Frost Children, which, speaking of, Frost Children was a very awesome opening act. Very hyperactive hyperpop with glitchcore electronics and a dash of pop punk for good measure. I recommend this group for anyone who does enjoy PC music and hyperpop shit. You'll definitely be delighted with them. They were a blonde brother-sister duo that frantically wielded a halo sword on stage, which really added a nice feeling of whimsy to the evening. I enjoyed that a lot. Then Haru herself came on stage, only with a assistant to work the backing audio. At first, I was a little disappointed that there wasn't going to be any live instrumentation. I suppose it's easier to tour with little less gear, and the sounds that came from the system sounded great, so no complaints there. I thought about this less and less as the show went on because Haru was very entertaining, very interactive, very good at hyping up the audience. She stage dived twice in a row. Katy Perry could learn a thing or two from Haru Nemuri. She jumped down into the pit during a song. I held her hand during a moment to help keep her balance. She spoke directly to us at many points in the show, and I heard something that I haven't heard at any show, and that was silence. We were actually listening to her actively. It's a very wholesome show, a very wholesome evening. The show ended with Ikeru as the encore, a very lively marching band type of song. And it was a good way to end the evening. Later on, down in the merch area, everyone got to meet and greet Haru herself. So I recommend you check out Haru's albums a lot because the amount of passion that is just oozing out of Haru cannot be ignored. So I highly recommend her music, and I'm going to go change my battery. So the next concert, very different style, but still kind of wholesome in a more sweaty, visceral sort of way. Otoboke Beaver are a 4-woman punk group who are bringing the heat hard with a mix of humor and feminism and, of course, punk fucking rock. They are absolute professionals, hardworking, on my way to the bathroom that was heavily graffitied at the Empty Bottle. They were just on stage, practicing their riffs, and making sure everything sounded right. There was also a cat just walking around. The show started and the band was wearing these very colorful dresses with psychedelic patterns on them. The lead singer, insert her name here, was very commanding, intimidating, not to be fucked with. She teased the audience about not speaking English very well, but that's okay. All we need is the fucking music. And I gotta say, the crowd was great at this show. A lot of older people. I did not expect a lot of old people at the show for this band, so cool old people. Keep rocking on. The mosh pit here, whole lot better than Poppy's show. I gotta say that. The lead guitarist Yo-Yo was very expressive and roaring, lots of screaming, lots of shouting. It was a good time. My favorite moment was when she bit down on the neck of her guitar while she was wailing on it. She also stage dived like a pro. This is kind of funny that both acts that I saw that week, both stage dived right in front of me. Beautiful moments. The band went through a very good set list that was heavily focused on their second album, and then came back for a encore that lasted about 30 seconds. Doesn't get more punk rock than that, in my opinion. Anyway, I ended that night with 2 shots of Malort, one for Bill and one for a friend that I made along the way, because nothing says welcome to Chicago like a shot that tastes the way poppers smell. I cannot recommend both of these bands highly enough. Please give them a listen. Top tier, thank you to Bill Radovich for the footage. Thank you very much. Also, Ray, thank you for the support. Follow her on Twitter. She's writing a book. It's sexy. Also, follow me as well. That'd be nice too. So thank you for the support, and I'll see you in the next video with Bandmade.